Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Friday, 14th of August. In this update, police are seeking witnesses after an armed man was shot dead by officers at Auckland's Sylvia Park Mall. The man, who was on bail, stole an air rifle from Penrose's Gun City early yesterday afternoon, leading to a near hour-long police chase. His car was left stranded outside the mall after spikes were deployed, causing him to flee on foot with the weapon. He was shot dead by officers under a nearby overpass moments later.
He's like, there's a shooter.
It was 5 or 6 shots out loud.
Right in the middle of the island, like it had been hit by something.
They then proceeded to completely seal off all the car park.
Police say they're still working out exactly what happened. The likelihood of the three-pronged coalition coming back into power has taken a tumble. It comes as opportunity, which has been ruled out by National, rose to 8% support in the latest One News variant poll, putting it above the crucial 5% threshold. Here's senior political reporter Azaria Howell.
The latest New Zealand Herald Motu research poll of polls shows National, with ACT and New Zealand First, have a 51.5% probability of having enough support to form a government after the election. That's down from 61% probability in last week's modelling.
ACT's proposing what it calls a better alternative to a bed tax, promising revenue sharing between central government and councils. The local tourism dividend policy would see $1 given to local councils for each guest night in their area, funded through GST and visitor levies already paid by tourists. Leader David Seymour says it would mean no compliance burden for accommodation providers and could be implemented at the budget, rather than needing legislation. He says it gives visitors a fair deal without a new tax. It's unclear if a decision on the future of Chateau Tongariro will be made before the election. Newstalk ZB can reveal Department of Conservation officials advised Minister Tama Potaka in April iwi had deliberately paused talks on the future of the site. However, there was a meeting with iwi last month. South Island businesses are putting politicians on the spot today, demanding answers on investment in the South. Around 640 business and political leaders are at the first South Island election conference in Christchurch, including Christopher Luxon, Chris Hipkins and David Seymour. Business Canterbury Chief Executive Leanne Watson says they'll be questioning politicians' commitment to the South Island's future and holding them to account. She says it's the country's biggest business election conference, which speaks volumes about the role the South plays in New Zealand's economy. In sport, All Blacks coach Dave Rennie admits he gathered his first five options together, especially incumbent Test number 10 Ruben Love, to explain why Richie Mo'unga was called into the South African tour. A bridging proposal to save next year's domestic league has been presented to Netball New Zealand by sporting entrepreneurs Ellie Williams and Anna Mowbray. The Roosters have leapfrogged the Panthers to the top of the NRL league ladder with a 12-6 win to start round 24. I'm Nivareti Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.